Hey guys, this is Tim speaking from Skyrocket, the strategy channel on eloquence.com. So today we're going to have a look at a framework, which is a historic framework, quite popular, called BCG's Henderson Rule 3 and 4. It is a framework that was created by Bruce Henderson, the founder of the Boston Consulting Group, which most of you know. His framework stems from an article he published back in 1976 called Business Unit Strategy Growth, Rule 3 and 4. You can find the original article actually on BCG's website. In short, what he argues is that in a stable competitive industry, you will naturally have three significant competitors, as you can see here, the top three, so 1, 2, and 3. And he puts forward that the structure of market share of these top three competitors will approximately correspond to a 4-to-1 ratio, which you can see here. So the first one has around 50%, second has half of that, and the third half of the second. So the essence of the framework is not on its mathematical exactitude, of course, but on the magnitude of differences between leaders and market share structures in a given industry, and its inexorability over time, meaning that industry tends to go towards this as they mature. The main underlying force behind this ending status quo, which you can definitely see on the graph here on the left, where you move from a structure which doesn't respect the rule 3 and 4 and then progressively goes to there, is the experience curve effect. Indeed, at relatively similar level of market shares, the actor that has a relative share gain will both gain a volume and a cost advantage that will exponentially compound to gather even more market share and larger profits and so on, and then therefore come to this kind of position. Of course, there are many exceptions to this framework, notably industries in which shared experience is high between a market sector and the rest of the market, which enables a low share competitor to dominate a specific market sector, for instance, low cost strategies. And also, there are successful companies owning a minority share in a given market that are willing to heavily invest in a marginal minor product without any kind of financial objectivity or true underlying reason, meaning that they're investing it at a loss, either by by mismanagement or just in questions of policy. So what I did here, as you can see on the screen, is two templates to play around with BCG Henderson's Rule 3 and 4 when you want to analyze a market to see if it respects this rule. So for all you guys who are analysts out there, it's a nice slide to have. So on the right, you have the theory every time, and on the left, a practical approach. The first one is taking an industry and seeing how it evolves over a period of 5 years. It can be more. If I show you the underlying Excel, it is this one. So we basically look at the different turnovers over time, over the years. We calculate the ratios per top competitor, and then the model automatically calculates when the industry respects BCG's Henderson Rule of 3 and 4. The other slide is this one, so it's easier. It's basically taking a snapshot at a given time of a market and seeing if it respects the rule. As you can see here, it does, because the ratios have the same thing. We can actually look it up here. Here's the model behind. You have the competitors, the turnovers, the market shares, and the different ratios, and it follows the rule. And I did, of course, the last example where it doesn't follow the rule, so you can kind of see when things don't work out, because it doesn't always happen. So as always, I have a very comprehensive description of what the model is about here, which you can read, and a methodology explaining how to use the models step by step. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me via private message on Eloquence. I'd be happy to help. Enjoy this new framework. Cheers. Bye-bye.